So how are we going to nail the flavor market? Because the flavored collagen market, first of all, was tiny, but the tiny market that was out there was gross in terms of taste.
Okay.
Just not good. So we did about 6 months of R&D at this point.
What? Well, now how did you pay the rent and eat during those 6 months then? Well, you weren't making revenue.
When I say living our bare minimum, we literally lived our bare minimum off of savings, and off of just what we had built up with our agency.
What were you paying? How were you paying for the R&D and all this?
So the R&D in many supplement brands is included through your first PO. So our R&D was us saying that we're committing to a $10,000 PO. And we want the R&D for these 2 flavors.
Hold on.
That's basically golden.
Now hold on for the guests now, or for the listeners. When you say PO, purchase order from a client, so you're telling me you went to somebody and talked them into giving you an order for product you hadn't even created yet?
Yes. Yeah. We almost had to, because again, like what you're alluding to too, R&D can get crazy. R&D can take a lot of time, can take a lot of money. But for us, we were letting them know, hey, we're going to buy from you. So here's our commitment on that. We just got to figure out how to make the product.
I just need to let this sink in, Ronak. So let me just make sure I understand. So you and your buddies have no CPG actual executive experience. I know you were marketing experts, but no CPG. You go to somebody, I don't know if you can share who it was. You go to somebody, you're in this meeting and you're like, look, here's the deal. I know we don't have any experience running a CPG brand. We don't know what this product's going to look like or taste like. We really don't know what the fuck we're doing, but we need you guys to give us a PO so that we can get the cash to get this thing going.
That's exactly it. I mean, and it was that confidence in
I love it.
Knowing that if we can nail the flavors here, we really are going to be first to market with this concept of flavored collagen and being a standalone product. So yeah, that's exactly how it went. And it took quite a lot of time and back and forth to nail the flavors. The 2 flavors we launched with were fruity cereal and cinnamon cereal. So
why cereal?
2 reasons. It was hyper trending in sports nutrition. A lot of the whey proteins in sports nutrition are going cereal route. And the second reason is the demo we wanted to hit. Cereal is one of those forbidden fruits. It's so bad for you, but it's nostalgic. Everyone misses it. Everyone has a favorite.
I see.
And so if we could, and we wanted our collagen to be primarily known to be mixed with milk to get the full experience.
I got you. All
not
right.
Water. Yeah, it's not supposed to be, but most people don't do water. So we started with 2 cereal flavors, and until it tasted like the milk left over in a bowl of cereal, we didn't approve the flavor.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm also it's also just sinking in with me that as you're starting this, none of you are food experts either. You don't come from.
We're not.
Oh, wow. All right. You're doing by the way, were the products and the tastes and everything, was that before the color scheme and the logo, or which one came first, or did it happen all together?
All kind of simultaneously.
Okay.
So we figured out the product first, which is collagen. While I was working on getting samples and production and understanding production and whatnot, Ankit and Ashwin, they were working more on the marketing end of how we're going to brand this. Ankit's kind of the genius brander. He was actually that's my roommate and my partner for all these years too. He was actually the top 25 designer under 25 years old, awarded by AICPA. So way back when. So anyway, he's an expert brander. So he was watching Mean Girls one day. While again, we're
in his spare time.
In his spare time. And I think they said the word Obvi, because they have it in one of the phrases. Like one of the girls says, "Oh, Obvi," and he was like, "I don't know why, but this is fun. It's intriguing, and it's a little bit millennial plus a little bit nostalgic. And like initially we're like, I don't know about this, like, you know, and then we took a play on words. Obvi is a short form of obvious.
Yeah.
And then we changed that into, hey, if we just make this taste delicious, make a great formula, isn't this just going to be the obvious choice? Oh wow, Obvi. Boom. All right. And then
Boom.
we're one of those, us three been in the group chat for 10 years. We're best friends. He was my best man. My other partner was my groomsman. So we're one of those like, all right, you're on the same page, I'm on the same page, you know, we're gonna move forward. So boom, that was done. He started branding it and it was pink. Then that second battle came. We're like, dude, this is really pink. Like, we're not gonna get a single guy to get this. And he was like, yes, but if we focus on just women, and if we don't try to market to everyone, if we try to market to everyone, we're not going to market to anyone.
Okay.
And, you know, we took that route and said, all right, we're going to go with this bright pink. And so he started designing the label before he even got supplement facts mailed yet. He started designing the label, sent us the first label, and it was like, all right, this is it. I mean, you just trust, we trust each other in our own lanes. So even if we have an opinion, sometimes it's like, we're going to trust your direction.
No cash, no outside cash, no cash raise, no friends and family round, none of that stuff.
No.
None of that stuff.
We're
Wow.
completely bootstrapped till this day. We have never
Wow.
raised an ounce of capital, and we're profitable from day one. So we haven't needed to yet.
Cash flow positive, no, and no debt.
No debt, no debt.
No debt, cash flow positive, and you haven't taken money in the outside cash, and you and your two buddies still own 100% of the company?
We do. 33.33333 each.
Congratulations. Congratulations, my friend. Let's just take a deep breath right there. Isn't that so awesome? I mean, that is really outstanding. Can you share what you're doing in revenue? Or do you want to share that?
Yeah, no, it's out there publicly. We try to be as transparent, but our first full year, which was last year, actually 2020.
Okay.
So our first half year, we did 178,000 in revenue.
Okay. Now that's not after expenses. That's still not paying you guys anything, probably. You still not taking.
No, we didn't take anything. Still living off of our significant others or our savings. And then last year was our first full year, 2020.
Okay. What'd you do?
We did 5.2 million in revenue.
Wow. You jumped from under 200,000 to 5 million.
Yeah, 5.2 we hit.
What? Okay. Wow. All right. That's a whole like podcast in and of itself. So, how'd you do that?
What we did was, we really doubled down on this community, which is another podcast on its own. But if you go to Facebook and you type in Obvi community, today we're 40,000 active members, growing by 100 to 200 members a day. By the end of the year, it'll be the largest collagen community on Facebook. What we did was we built this community and we created an open forum, and basically it helped us build our business model. So what we did is from day one is we didn't pick what flavor to come out with next. We didn't pick what product to come out with next. We asked our customers, our community, and whatever they voted, whatever they wrote in the survey is exactly what we put out.
Did you send out 30,000 samples to these people? How did you do that?
No. We sent out a survey where we asked them, what do you want to see next?
Oh, so they didn't get to taste it though.
No, they didn't get to taste it. We were hoping that the taste of our first two products was enough for them to build trust that our taste is going to be great.
I got you.
So they picked our next products, and then we followed the path and said, they picked this, we're going to release this. It sold out. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. And we kept doing it. And we did about 15 launches of total SKUs last year. This year, we're on track to hit about 18 to 20 million in revenue. And we're going to do a total of 36 launches. And it's all calculated. It's all calculated because it's all asked for by the customers. So we don't have any guessing game in our business. There's not a SKU we release that's like, oh, I don't know how this is going to do. We know exactly how it's going to do.